if there's any one point that the founders probably could have made a little more clear in our founding documents, just like our morality exists independent of our government and our Constitution, so do our rights. If our Constitution was to vanish tomorrow, our rights don't go away with it because they're unalienable and they're granted by our Creator. And we can't forget that point. And if we change our Constitution, let it be in a way that helps promote and preserve our rights. We don't need to negotiate our rights away with our government. They are a blessing from God. They're a gift to be used. And the most important is the one we're exercising today, our First Amendment right to stand up and speak out publicly. So as I mentioned before, we're going to open the mic for the 2-minute speeches. We have several other people who had promised to be here to speak today who've not yet shown up. Is there anyone here who would like their 2 minutes at the microphone to speak today? Yes. We got to take it.
All right, somebody out there is going to have to watch the clock because I may lose track myself. My name's Eric Daly. I'm from Cary, North Carolina, and I'm extremely grateful to be here. I think this is a marvelous event, and I'm very grateful to Major Dave and Cindy Godwin for arranging it and putting it together. And let's give them a big hand, please. Now, I'm going to try to be quick. We've heard this message several times today from different speakers that our country has come to the situation where we can no longer take for granted the liberties that we've been given. And we must all, each one of us, stand up. And when we talk new people into getting into this and they first begin to understand what's going on in this country and how our liberties are being jeopardized, they can look at the situation and think it's a lost cause. But I'm here to tell you that you can explain to them that we must act regardless of the conditions or regardless of the chances. And I'll tell you why. Because the people that are trying to take your liberties, the people that are trying to steal freedom in this country and take our Constitution away from us are a extreme fringe of leftists of the population. We surround them. We outnumber them. And all we have to do is stand up and shout back, and we'll put a stop to it. And here's the thing you tell these new folks when they get discouraged, is that the leftists hate us and our Constitution when we stand up and insist on our rights. And resistance is victory because they have no moral standing and they have no truth in their position. So they're going to try to whittle away a little bit at a time and bamboozle us. And every time we stand up and run for office, even if we may not win that time, or go door knocking, or work a booth at the flea market, or call our legislators, every time we do any one of those things, that resistance is victory because it slows them down and it overwhelms them. So we've got to carry the fight, and let's remember to tell people that. Thank you.
Okay, I wasn't planning on doing this. My name is Anita Durich. I'm the group leader in Raleigh for the overpasses for Obama's impeachment. Thank you. We've recently changed our name. If you want to look us up on Facebook, we've changed our name to Overpasses for America because after Obama, we're going after Congress. We're not playing. It's time to take our country back. Get involved. Come check us out on Facebook, please. Thank you.
Well, since I'm not much of a dancer and I certainly can't sing, that brings us to the end of our speakers for today. We're going to wrap up early. Is there anyone else who wants their 2 minutes at the microphone? We have one more taker. Very good.
My name is Maureen Yerby. I'm from Fayetteville, and I'm the chapter leader for Act for America. Thank you. I met Dee just now. I had spoken with her group over there in July. Fabulous, fabulous group over there. Impressive citizens who have found their voice and their determination, just like we are. We need to find a way to get away from this being a political issue, a political party issue. This is an American issue. Somehow, some way, we have to find a way to stop focusing on party and start focusing on the Constitution. Because it's everybody's Constitution. And if we can find a way to modify that dialogue so that we can discover those nuggets of commonality with people on the left of center who are increasingly concerned about the abridgment of our U.S. Constitution and the degradation of our rights as Americans, because they are over there. Not many of them, but they are there. And I would encourage you, please, develop a dialogue with them based on common concerns. Because if we are to be successful in preserving this constitutionally regulated representative republic as our founding fathers designed it to be, it's going to take all Americans of all party affiliations. We cannot win this on our own. So please, turn the dialogue to the Constitution. Keep it focused on the Constitution. And that way, we can find out who we can link arms with out there. This is not optional. It's coming down to the 11th hour, and this is mandatory. And we must do this. This is my daughter here. I went to her principal yesterday, and I told her why I wanted to check her out of school, and she said, "You have my blessings, Mom. I think it'll be a good experience for her." As we came up that hill, and I saw the park here, it broke my heart. I mean, I'm delighted to see all of you, but it breaks my heart that so few of our citizens understand the magnitude of this problem. We have to be the standard bearers. We have to learn it so we can engage others in the conversation and infect them with the very same concerns we have. We are the army. We are the foot soldiers. It is our job, not the job of these legislators in these offices here and in Washington, D.C. It's our job because it is our country, and we have to take it back. God bless America.
In closing, I just want to say, those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, you know, I'm on there as Major Dave. And whenever we become friends, I always say, welcome to the conversation. I grew up in a generation raised to believe that the two things that you don't talk about in public are religion and politics. And heaven forbid if you use them both in the same sentence. We've lost the art of having the conversation. And as Rufus said, there's a way to disagree without being disagreeable. But it is having that conversation that passes along our values to the next generation. As Reagan said, it's not passed along in the bloodstream. We cannot keep our children from having to fight this battle no matter what we do. The best we can hope for is to prepare them to fight it and win. And it starts with having that conversation, having the dialogue and the understanding. I thank you for coming out today and participating. And for all of those who are not here with us today, personally, I understand, because folks like you and me, they got day jobs. Somebody's got to pay for Obamacare. They're doing their part. God bless you. Hope to see you at Jomioki on the 28th. And we'll see you here again next year on September 17th for another rally in favor of our Constitution.
Dave, tell them about the video.
Oh, and the video will be up on YouTube later of all the presentations. My YouTube channel is very simple. It's Major Dave NC. It'll probably take me tomorrow sometime to get it all processing up there, but I'll have the individual clips from all the speakers. Thank you. God bless you.